afternoon and welcome to Dark Side Scale Modeling. I haven't got my camera on because I'm still not 100% well and nobody needs to see my face like that. Yeah, so today we're doing something a little bit different. There's no models involved today. Today, I'm actually doing a little book nook, which I am really excited about. I haven't opened it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I believe it is the fairy tale one, the Firefly Forest, that this one is. I can't remember. I bought a few. Yeah, we've got quite a few people in already. Was not expecting that. So we'll start with Dita. He says Ventus Secundus. I think that's supposed to be Secundus with a C. Go with the wind or something like that. Ian says, hi Tiff, hope you're feeling better today. Much better. There's no stomach pains or nausea, but my throat's still a bit, as you can hear. Says I'm okay, thank you. Dita says 10 more minutes to see a flamboyant Tiff. And he says Lupin subscribe. Yeah, I wouldn't call myself flamboyant. Would not. Julian says morning Dita, Ian, and of course the hostess with the mostest, Tiff. Beta Veterans then, he says morning Treacles. Ian says morning Julian from a very sunny northwest coast. Yeah, it's quite nice here today as well. Has been the last few days. So I might pop out for a nice walk after the stream. Julian says morning Modern Mikey. He says okay, afternoon. He says echoing Tiff. I do have the stream open on another thingy and I forgot to pause it, so that might have been it. Ian says cool, really cool. Quite tempted by one myself. I've seen a witchy one with a cauldron, etc. Ooh, I didn't see that one. I bought these from eBay. I think this was only like £13-14, which wasn't bad compared to some of the prices that I've seen. Which are like 30-40 odd quid. There's a really nice Egyptian one I want to get my mum. She doesn't watch the stream, so she won't know. Yeah, and Jenny says, nope, that was my fault. I forgot. I had your stream open twice. Egypt equals me. Don't be daft. Right. I'm going to pop the StreamYard link in if anyone would like to join me. Again, you don't have to have your camera on. There we go. It's in the chat there, and it's pinned to the top. Mikey says, oh, you, that bloody parcel has just turned up and it's huge. There is some padding in that box. There is some bubble wrap in there just to pad it out a little bit. And it was the only box I had. All my other cardboard boxes have been destroyed too much by Willow. You'll see some little teeth marks on the edges of that box as well. She's been at that one. So yeah, let's have a look inside this one. Yeah, it's a Firefly Forest that I've got. So let's get everything out. Oh, even comes with a little tube of glue. Oh wow. Comes with the batteries you need as well because it lights up. I did not know that. Did not know it lit up. It says book nooks are scale modelling as well. Even Revel offers them. It has a theme on scale, whether it's based on fiction or not, and requires assembly, sometimes paint and glue just the same. Yeah, I just thought it's something a little bit different. Because sometimes, as much as I love building models, it can get quite samey, and I like to have a different I like to have different things on the go. So like I've actually got a cross stitch on the go, a jigsaw on the go. I've got some knitting, some models, and now this. Ginny says, I hope it's not Amazon style packing, Tiff. I had a parcel from them once, 12-inch by 17 by 4 with one USB cable in a coil taped to the bottom. No. Okay, the present isn't that much smaller than the box. I just needed to put some bubble wrap in to pad it out so it didn't rattle around. Okay, so it looks like we've got the bottom and the sides here. Some different accessories and stuff. This will probably need some decent drying time. Just because you're sticking it together with PVA glue, basically. Yeah. You even get some, not static grass, and the other stuff. I can't remember what it's called. When you get some like foamy lichen and some fake grass with it. I believe there is also some sandpaper in here somewhere. And you get a lot of the flowers. Oh, that's cool. They're cool. Right. So you get these as well. So these are the templates you use to cut out. Oh, it's going crazy. The camera's gone crazy. I'm going to zoom out a bit actually. Yeah, so these are the templates to cut out to stick to basically cut out the grasses and stuff like that, and to put the lights in. I know not all book nooks are like this, but and then there's all the images for the sides and the details and the instructions. So it tells you what's in every package. So package A. Let's have a look. Don't think I've got a little pot to put some. Doesn't matter. PVA glue will be fine. Right, so let's start with step 1, which I believe is putting the templates on these bits of I'll put these ones to the side for now. And I think I'm actually going to turn this mat over so I don't cut my stickers accidentally. Because nobody wants that. Do I just leave that one? No. Yeah. I'll put this on the side. I don't want to ruin it. As you can see, this one is my old one. I will turn the back over. Oh, it's got my old address on. Don't need no one going there. Right. Let's have a look then. So need the right side lamp template. I'll just do a rough cut just to get it off the sheet. And this is something I'll only be building on my live stream. So you can actually see the proper progression of it. Ian says, left my ass off Julian. Wow. Yeah, it's a bit strange. I've never had anything like that from Amazon. They've never been that bad. Right. I'll put it the right way. Use my ruler to get on these lines. I hope everyone's had a wonderful Wednesday so far. Making the most of the sunshine. Oh, well, that wasn't a bit scary. I've got a parcel coming a bit later, which is another book nook. And then after that, possibly take a trip to the beach because it is such a nice day. Go see my nana first and then take a trip to the beach. There we go. Maggie says, I would build a book nook, but my nooks is filled with books, so I have no space for a book nook in my nooks. Ah, you thought that would get me, but it didn't. Julie says, Amazon just pay their packers per order, so they just grab the nearest box, not worth their time to find the right one. Yeah. Right. So put some PVA on this, and I've got a paintbrush that I can spread it around with. And put some music on in the background. Let's have a look. There we go. And then it's not so quiet. It says you need a minimal amount of glue, so spread this as far as I can. If that's still too loud, let me know. And that is a bit loud. How's that? I'm calling you out too, Dita. Data says Mikey has been a beaky, sneaky, booky, nookie, beaded, naggy, waggy, and Tiff called it. Julie says dropped a couple of links into recommended purchases on Discord, Tiff. 2 for Etsy witchy bookends, 1 for, if that's supposed to be Disneyland, then no. Unfortunately, this is the only card I have. So that doesn't want to stick there at all. Okay, so not enough PVA glue. Gotcha. I might need to buy some more. Okay. It's a bit loud, it's better. Jane says sigh. Nothing rhymes with Dita, lol. He says LMAO Dita. Mike says how rude. Jane says no, DIY's land. I didn't typo for once. Ah, okay. I will have a look after the stream. Dita says nothing is sweeter than this Dita, and he drinks not per gallon but per litre. He says, I can do self-deprecation. Sometimes that is the best humour. Right. Apparently, I need to the lights. Which package are the lights in? They are in package D. So, okay. That's here they are. Social accessories. They are rather adorable. Look how tiny that mushroom is. I believe this may be package D, although it doesn't have any lettering on it. Let's see when there is. Circuit board. I know I don't have to do any welding in this, so that makes me happy. Some bits of sandpaper. Let's have a look. It's not needed for now. See, I didn't know these lit up. I'm not good with electricity. Oh wow. Tangled to all hell. Unfortunately, these are one of the few steps that I actually got to untangle it. So, apparently I'm going to say this as fast as I can. How much wood could a modman chop if a modman could chop wood about as much as a modman chops when a modman does chop wood? Ah! You won't catch me. Nuh-uh. As hard as you try. Right, so there's... I'm guessing that is the green lamp. Oh, wow. There's no one joining me today then. Yeah. Put myself in the face. With a bit of wire. Okay, there's one. Okay. Is this supposed to be separated? Yes, it is. Okay, so I've got an extra one. Nice. There's only supposed to be 2 of these ones. I've got 3. Always nice to have a spare. Put that one aside. And the little green one. Yes, that's what that one is. So look. All of the S's. Silly Symphony Sins sounds stupendously slaptastic, like superfluous serendipities, strange science, speech specified. And Mikey says, I know you can do it faster than that, modders. I know it. Yeah, no. Julie says, crikey, Mikey. Tiff likey, that one. Easier to say than if Mikey was spiky on a bikey. And Mikey says, I would, but I'm in too much pain today. It's not a problem. Not a problem. Right. So how am I supposed to do this exactly? You've got to fold these to specific lengths. Okay. Sure, I've got my ruler here. So that's got to be bent to 1.7. So about there. Mikey says, finished watching Downton Abbey last night. All 6 seasons, watched in 5 days. Then last night I discovered they've also made 3 films and are bringing another out later this year. Wow. It's not going to be I've never watched it. I've watched clips and stuff, but I don't think it would be the same without Maggie Smith. Oh no. Oh dear. A lamp too. Like that. And 3.7 centimeters worth of clips. Well, that's going to be fun. Genesis 3, I've only seen one, the one where the king visited. It says, never saw the series before, even if I know they are good. Just not in the mood yet for them. One day though. Maggie says 2 films and 1 later this year even. Maggie Smith is in the first 2 films, but her character dies in the second. Still, from what I've heard, she pretty much made the series what it is. Nope, still needs a bit more twisting. Still not quite enough. A little bit more. Nearly that. In fact, we gotta do this so accurately as well. 1, 2. They go in specific places. One, 2, 3, not quite. Julie says, Maggie Smith was brilliant. I agree, Tiff. I do not insult anyone. I merely describe them accurately. Well. Dita says, from what I saw with Maggie Smith and Judi Dench was enough to know they are. Those two had the same chemistry as Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen have as well. And Julian says, Judi Dench? Is she in the movies? Not in the series that I recall. And Dita says, think so, but not going to guess. I'll try and move those down. As you can see, the wire likes to go everywhere. So what's a 3? I just need the points done. I have a little bit of wire space left. Jim's in. Says good morning, Tiffany. Good morning. Well, good afternoon, Jim. Ian says, I was channel surfing when I was off ill. Came across Sharp's Challenge. It's not featured in my Sharp box set. Ooh. Dita says, in any case, they were fantastic to see together. Ian says, hey, Jim. Julian says, hi, Jim Striped Skunk. And Jim says, hello to all of the usual suspects in chat. Well, welcome in. It's nice to see another familiar face. Yeah, I think that will do. It's supposed to be 3.7, but I can only get it to about 3. Oh. I mixed. No. Some of these I've done too close up together. Oh, that'll do. Right. Julian says, Ian, it's one of the later films. The box set is probably only the original series. Jim says, beg your pardon. Afternoon to you and to most viewing this. Glad to see you going live again, Tiffany. Yeah, I decided to move from Sunday to a Wednesday just because it means I've got my full weekend free. And it means I can go and spend time with family and stuff as well because they're mostly busy during the week anyway. How tall is this one? 3.5. should do. Oh, to that. Now these apparently you're supposed to glue down. I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm going to have to tape it. Thankfully, where is it? I have my tape. Oh, yes, on my desk again. I'm lucky to find anything on this bloody desk. I'm hoping at some point to add a second one to make it like an L shape. That means I can have my one more loop. I can have my keyboard and stuff off on the second desk. And then my streaming and that can be concentrated on this desk. Yep, that will do. So lamp number 3. Oh, sorry, lamp number 4. It's 4.8 centimeters tall. Okay. Julie says, morning, afternoon, evening is why I often just say hiya. Catches all time zones. Also, I'm studied at Heidelberg. Yep, I'm a right Heidelberger. Well. Jim says, Julian, I like my Heidelberger with my cheese. With cheese. Julie says, next time I buy a cutting mat, I'll get an A2 one. I thought A3 was big enough. Nope. Yeah, I think I'm going to get an A3. A2, sorry. Although, I only really use a small portion of my desk, which is where my camera is, really. I don't feel like... It zooms in far enough. So... let's have a look. Make sure that I've got the right amount of length on this bit here. So how that's going to be 4.8, I don't know. No idea how I'm going to make that 4.8 centimeters tall. We should probably start from this one, which is 0.9. Oh, look at that diagram. We have to make the light a bit further down. Might have to do that. Like he says, yeah, Sharp's Challenge is one of the films where he goes to India. There's one where he goes to India to find Harper, and another where Sharp and Harper are escorting a princess through India. I can actually move that down a bit, I think. Just beware if anyone buys a book nook, and if it lights up, you're probably going to have some wiring to do. Oh, sure. If I do it just like that. I might just have 4. Oh, just have 4. Just twist that together like that. There we go. And then the next one is just a centimetre. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And just twist that. Right, that should hopefully be all of the wires sorted now. And that needs to be fell over. I need to undo that. Interesting. Right, tape. I'm actually going to tape it down because that is not going to stay in place. It doesn't mention this, but yeah, I'd tape it down. Just say to test the lamps, but I'm not too fussed if it does or doesn't light up. Ian says, alright, cheers Julian and Mikey, I think I saw them at ITV4. And Ian says, I got my cutting mats given as they were about to go in a neighbour's bin, A2 in the garage and A3 on my kitchen table. Nice. It's just finding a decently priced A2 cutting mat, because some of the ones I've seen are like 30, 40 odd quid. And there's no way I'm paying that for a cutting mat. It's supposed to go along the black line that's on the paper. It's not perfect, but It'll do. So, what's everyone's plans for the rest of the day? Thank God Sonic isn't awake, because he would have killed me for the same plan. He hates the bed. Ian says, do you remember the one Dieter found for about £80? It was humongous. I do. I think it was like A1 or something. Jennings says, I'm a bit ambivalent about the Sharp series. Great as far as it went, but Sean Bean was wrong for the description of Sharp. They combined books instead of one per episode, made one up and missed others. I mean, I enjoyed what I watched. I could need more tape. Should about do. Ian says, lol, no, it was like a pool table. I don't remember it much. I remember that he found a giant cutting mat, but... Dieter says, I found what now? And he says, a very large cutting mat, Dieter. It was rather big. And that is what she said. Piece, and then I can start on the other one, with which I also have to twist up. Well, that doesn't look too bad. Right, so that actually stays on this one as well. Okay, more tape. It's slow. One, two, three, four, five. Yes. 5. Okay, so I'm going to actually start at this end this time. So that needs to be 2.3 centimeters. It says, oh yeah, Nia still nags for one. She would use it as a yoga mat when not crafting. Bless her. Right, where's that ruler gone? There it is. This is 2.3 centimeters. A little bit more. Yep. Right. That's lamp number 5. This one's 4.88. Wow, it's taken me an hour just to do that one lot of lamps. Let's see how long that one is. That was a 4.8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not quite, just a little bit more. Oh, wrong way. That'll do. Just make sure that is the right distance between them. Yep. This one is only a centimetre, so we only need a little twist. Yep. And number 2. This one is much easier to do. So this one, oh, that was, oh yes, same length, so 0.3. So it's 543. Right, okay. Let's have a look then. Mark. Julie says, drop the link in Discord, A2 cutting mat under £16. Ooh. I shall have a look at that. In fact, I'm going to have a quick peek now. Amazon. We need to do A1 as well. Although I think that'd be a bit too big. I might end up getting one next time I'm paid. We'll lift that to you. And stick them both with this one piece. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna miss one. Julie says, I always saw Amazon listings by price and then get the cheapest decent quality one. Yeah, I do that. Mikey says mine is an A2 mat, 59 centimeters by 44. Yeah, that's what Julian's put here is the A2, 60 by 45, 69. Not bad. Just means I can have my stickers sort of like in the middle where it's going to show more, or I can just use that black mat there is sort of like when I'm starting streams or showing like what's going to be made. I'm waving my knife around like a lunatic, and then I can just use my normal mat because this one's, well, you can barely see anything on it these days. And the other one can be when I'm actually building. Ian says, most excellent, Julian. I definitely recommend A2 upwards. I'm so posh saying most excellent. Gonna be fun sticking the actual picture on top of this. Oh, bear with me guys, I've got something at the front door. Right. Indeed, it was a parcel. And yes, I am wearing my pyjama bottoms, as you can see. So, now exactly what this is. If I can open it. There we go. It is by the book nook. It's a little alchemy kind of area in a castle. So I'm looking forward to that one. James says, agreed Ian. I thought A3 would be big enough for my desk. Now it looks a bit weedy. Ah well, added that to my models list on Amazon. Yeah. A bit more here. But that one that I've just got there is a personal one. That's just for me. Just for me to build on my own. I do have another one coming for the channel. We'll see how that goes. See how successful this stream is. 2 seconds. Bless you! That would be Sonic away now. Because of the knock on the door. Right. That is the lamps in place. Dee says, looks a bit like the set of Queen's It's the Hard Life video clip. That's second book nook. Nice. Yeah, it's quite a nice little scene. Right, let's have a look. What am I cutting off? D8. I wonder if it's going to be these pieces. I think so. Oh, so we've actually got some plastic here. Jenny says, thought I wasn't going mad. Not for that reason anyway, lol. Makeup brushes I ordered for dry brushing, not a secret life, arriving in a few days. Yeah, makeup brushes are great for dry brushing. Right, so which one is it? D8. Is it D8 one? Yes, it is. Cool. Yes, I know they can do that very straight. Yes. Oh dear. I'm going to have to cut out these holes as well, I think. I think I may need to change my blade. I think I do. Yep, I'll do that now. Quite decently cheap craft knife this one, actually. I got it from the range. The only thing I don't like is when the blades are greasy. But these are very sharp, these ones. When I first got it, the first time I used it, I was cleaning up the mold lines on a model and sliced into my thumb. Just get rid of this grease because I can't have that there. Oh. So much easier. Well, at least my parcel's here, so I don't have to wait in after the stream if I want to go out anywhere. I wanted to go back to the glass beach, glass. Use it for the upcoming competition. Because I am tempted to do a little diorama or vignette or whatever for the members only. Competition on Mikey's channel. Although I wouldn't consider myself an expert in any case, but it would be nice to try. Jamie says those makeup brushes, by the way, £1.22 for 9. Probably poor quality, but at that price, who cares? Yeah, I just got a Poundland. For mine. Both for my face and for for the ones for the models. Oh, there's a little line here. Put up there. Cut these circles out. They are not going to be perfect, but I'm doing my best. Sharper blade does help, and one that actually has a tip, because I accidentally broke the tip of the other one the other day. Sometimes doing it in quarters does help. Just those curved lines. Well, you can get craft knives that do. It's like the blade is on like a bit that turns. And I'm very tempted to get one. Ian says, I get a lot of my stuff for free. I'm always rooting through bins. It's part of my job. Making sure valuables haven't been accidentally binned by children. Mostly art stuff and big cardboard boxes for my stash and those clear containers for my paints. Nice. I do need to get some dropper bowls. I want to put all of my tomato paints in them. And some shelves. Or some like ones that will go on the desk that I can put my paints in. It's just having them in cases and stuff is a little bit annoying. Almost done. Right, let's have a look then. See how well this is going to go. There's them three. I'm going to take this back off. I just want to make sure it fits okay. So, yeah, okay. Not down there. It's not going to fit perfectly, just because of the wire. Oops. Not the best. A little bit. Do my best to glue it, I think. That. And I've got the joys of doing the other side. Hopefully it's not going to be as complicated on that other one. But like I say, that one's just for me. I do have another one coming for the channel. The news is I found half a dozen empty Tupperware boxes. I use them to hold water for decals, bits of reprimed, etc. For small decals, I've got a little sort of like candle holder. That's just for like the tiny ones for like starter kits and that. And then for the bigger ones, I do use a Tupperware. It tweezers to move that one first. There we go. This probably not stay down very well around the lamps, but as long as it sticks around the edges, I'll be happy. Right. So it's not going to stick flush, which is probably going to bug me a little bit, but Julian says my stash is a grand total of 3 kits. I think I've got like a dozen before. More now because when I was in Lidl the other day, they had a couple of the kits that we had in, I think it was like November or something. With the last lot of like Airfix and Rebel kits that they did. So I managed to get myself a victory. I've got a smaller version of it, like a 1/220. No, 1/400th, I think. No, 1/450 scale with 45 parts from Rebel. But I got the Battle of Trafalgar set, which is 1/250, I think. Right, that is the best I'm going to get that, I think. So it's not too bad. It's come up quite nicely. Got a little bit of trimming to do. And there's my computer telling me I don't have much space left. Yeah. On to the next one. Hour and a half it's taken me just to do this bit. So again, I've got the other template. Off, which is this one here. Where's that crap knife gone? There it is. Thankfully there's only one lamp to do on this one, instead of the 2 that were on the other side. What I will do, actually, that was the right side, so using one of the pens I got from Mr. Bearded Veteran. It smells like strawberries, strawberry twizzles. Wait. I will write an R on here. This symbolizes the right side. Oh god, it smells good though. Good afternoon. Yeah, goodbye. It says progress is progressive. It's the fiddly bits that attacks my brain and motivation sometimes. Yeah, it was quite fiddly. We'll get used to it. Let's say the second one was easier to do than the first one. And Dita says, is Willow not around? She is currently fast asleep in front of the window in the sunshine. Well, just quickly write along the back of this one. Oh. Put that on this. I don't seem to miss it. Wait. Sorry about that. Let's have a look. Ian says, I keep forgetting I have 4 Lego tree house to build. I finished the back pole. It's windowsill sized, and I had to use VMS Flexi Black Glue on several flimsy areas. Yeah, there's been a few like 4 Lego ones, it's the Wilco's blocks ones I used. Where I've had to sort of glue them together, or at least heat the plastic to unwarp it. Yeah, Duke's in. He says, good day, all you beautiful people. Still think you need to go to Specsavers, Duke. But good afternoon. Right. On. Because you just joined in. I am building a book nook today. Unfortunately, there is wiring. So, let's see. So this one here is only a centimetre. Same with this one here. Double check the space between them. That's about right. Although I do believe that might actually be taller than a centimetre. Never mind. 1.7. I don't have my ruler here, I could check it. Yeah, they're a little bit taller than a centimetre, but I don't think it's going to matter much. Oh, that one is definitely taller than a centimetre. I want to need 2. Let's have a look at that. That's better. It's just lamp 6, lamp 5. Lamp 4 is 1.7. About that. Yeah, about that. It says hey Duke. And 4. Again, only 0.9. That's a lot. About there. Lamp 2. 2.6. 1, 2. About that. And you leave number 1 freestanding. What's up? Oh, let me just find it. There we go. Flip this way up. There you go. Ian says, I'm definitely cycling to work later. Too nice to drive 10 minutes. Yeah. I definitely agree there. Julian says, everything's in the boxes, Ian. Like my 172nd tank, pop the sprue and bits, plus masking tape in the box to carry to the garage for fireman. And he says, how you do? And Duke says, I couldn't cycle to work. For one, it's too dark riding at night, and second, I'd have to cycle home. Can you tell her I am not fit? Yeah, I don't think I could do it either. And Julian says, come to think of it, spare decals can go in one box, bits in another. Yeah. Just folded that tape. Great. Perfect. Just got the folded bit off. Oh dear. I might have made an error. Julian says, I wouldn't cycle to work for three reasons. 1, I don't work. 2, when I did, it was a 42-mile round trip. 3, me, balance, I'm not for laughing. Ian says, not even a recumbent, Julian. And Julian says, I'd fall asleep, Ian. Right. Well, I think after I cut this next bit out and stick it on. What's that? It's a long bit. There's also the long bit. There we go. Right. Duke says, lol, Julian. Ian says, piss myself off. Let's just do little circles and then into the 2 hour mark. What's that you just did to PVA? Yeah, so this it came with the kit, which says school glue of PVA. Obviously it's all in Chinese, but pretty much it says school glue, which is what a lot of people call PVA. Yeah, it's just to stick the paper to the paper. Make sure there's plenty of it on there. And done. So the left and right sides. I have to trim down some of the paper because it's a bit big, but I'll wait till I try some. But that is me. You need a fluffy decorating roller now. No. I would use the card, but mostly all the wires and stuff. Yeah. I'm going to call it there. Not bad progress today. Looking forward to getting some more done on it. I will see you guys tomorrow on the Beta Veteran Creates channel. Bye.